Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you missed our last video, you probably aren't subscribed, and that means you missed another free buy signal on a project that's been making waves, Onyxcoin XCN. Don't let that happen again. Smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto space. Today, we're diving deep into XCN's roller coaster price action, the technicals that hint at where it might be headed next, and why this token, despite recent volatility, could still offer significant upside, but only for those who know what to look for. From dormant to dominant, the rise and fall and stabilization of XCN. In the world of crypto, momentum is everything, and few tokens have had a more explosive start to 2025 than Onyxcoin. Trading under a penny just months ago, XCN skyrocketed to over 5 cents by February, a tough, staggering move that made early holders incredibly wealthy. That kind of move doesn't happen by accident. It reflects a mix of speculative interest, actual developments on the chain protocol, and broader market enthusiasm. But as always, what goes up in crypto often comes down fast. Following its peak, XCN quickly retraced, dropping back to the 15 to the 20 range. Some called it a crash. Others saw a healthy correction. The reality likely lies somewhere in the middle. What's more important is what the chart is telling us now. Reading the chart, what the technicals say about XCN's current position. Let's break it down. From December to February, the chart shows an unmistakable parabolic pattern, a nearly vertical climb fueled by bullish sentiment and major volume inflows. This period coincided with growing attention around Chain's roadmap and some high-profile crypto influencers highlighting the project. By March, that rally began losing steam. Heavy profit-taking led to a sharp pullback, but crucially, XCN didn't collapse the way some meme tokens often do. Instead, it found a reliable support zone between 15 and 20 gold. Now here's where it gets interesting. The consolidation phase. Consolidation after a major move is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that the market is taking a breather. Smart money accumulates during these times, and retail often stays on the sidelines, unsure of what's next. So, what do the indicators suggest? Technical indicator deep dive, a battle of momentum and support. Let's go over the key signals from weekly and daily charts. MACD, moving average convergence divergence. While the MACD histogram is narrowed, the signal line remains slightly positive. This tells us that bullish momentum hasn't vanished. It's simply waiting for a catalyst. CCI Commodity Channel Index, currently hovering around -26, this suggests a neutral to slightly bearish tone. But crucially, XCN is not oversold. That means any fresh bullish volume could easily tip the balance back in favor of the bulls. Ultimate oscillator, sitting just below 50, this indicator confirms a lack of strong momentum in either direction. Another hallmark of a consolidation phase. It's not bearish, it's cautious. Rate of change. This one's flashing red. ROC is sharply negative, showing just how steep the recent retracement was. But remember, ROC is a lagging indicator. It often reverses after price stabilizes, which we're seeing now. Bull versus bear power. Slightly tilted toward the bulls, this shows there is still underlying buy interest, especially at lower levels. It's not aggressive, but it's there. Waiting. Psychology of the market. Accumulation, not euphoria. Let's zoom out. What we're seeing is classic accumulation behavior. After a euphoric run, speculative buyers exit, we can sell, and those with conviction quietly add to their positions. The fact that XCN hasn't fallen below its 200-day moving average, which sits at 0.107, is a strong vote of confidence. In crypto, the 200-day MA is often seen as the dividing line between bull and bear markets. As long as XCN holds that level, the longer-term structure remains intact. Price forecast, 2 scenarios that could play out. So what happens next? Let's explore 2 scenarios, bullish and bearish. Bullish scenario. If XCN can maintain support above 0.150 cents and break convincingly through the 0.20 resistance zone, a move toward 2.5 to 0.03 cents is on the table. This would represent a 50 to 70% gain from current levels and still be conservative compared to earlier highs. What could trigger this? A major partnership or protocol update from Chain, renewed interest from influencers or crypto media, a broader bullish trend in the altcoin market. Bearish scenario. If 0.0015 cents fails to hold, we could see a drop to the next key support around 0.111, very close to the 200-day MA. This would likely attract long-term investors looking for a high-risk, high-reward entry. But if that level fails, the structure becomes much more concerning. Is it too late to buy XCN? This is the question on everyone's mind, and the answer depends on your time frame. For long-term investors, no, it's not too late. You're not getting in at rock bottom, but you're also not buying the top. If you believe in Chain's long-term vision, tokenized assets, real-world integration, and enterprise-grade blockchain solutions, then XCN at these levels could represent a strategic accumulation zone. For short-term traders, it's not too early either. Patience is key. You're in that awkward middle ground where the token is forming a base. Wait for confirmation. A breakout above 22 cents or a retest of lower support zones could give you a better entry. The fundamentals behind Chain and XCN. Let's not forget the fundamentals driving the project. Chain is building tools for tokenization, enabling institutions to issue and manage blockchain-based assets. Think tokenized securities, loyalty points, stablecoins. All powered by Chain's infrastructure. Chain's partnerships and development pace are ramping up, with whispers of integrations with traditional finance firms and Web3 platforms. XCN is more than a speculative token. It's used in governance, staking, and payment within the Chain ecosystem. That utility will matter more as the crypto space matures. The key here is to look past the short-term noise. XCN is trying to build something real, and real things take time. Macro trends. Why the next bull cycle might boost XCN. One last point to consider. Macro conditions. Bitcoin halving in 2024 has set the stage for a potential bull market in late 2025 or early 2026. Institutional capital is increasingly eyeing altcoins with real-world use cases, and XCN fits that narrative. Regulation is coming, but Chain's enterprise focus might position it as a compliant solution in a future where only serious projects survive. In other words, timing matters, and XCN's current price zone could be the kind of opportunity that only looks obvious in hindsight. Calm before the storm, or just another pause? XCN is no longer the hot unknown altcoin. It's on the radar, but that doesn't mean the opportunity is gone. In fact, this might be the perfect time for those who missed the initial breakout to do their research, make a plan, and prepare. Is it too late? No. Is it a guaranteed moonshot? Also no. But is it a promising entry for patient, smart money? Absolutely. Don't fall for hyper fear. Look at the data, watch the indicators, understand the fundamentals, and if it aligns with your strategy, act with confidence. If this deep dive helped you understand XCN's current situation, hit that like button, share it with your fellow crypto enthusiasts, and make sure you're subscribed for more technical breakdowns, market updates, and trading insights. Drop a comment below. Are you buying XCN here, waiting for a breakout, or avoiding it entirely? Let's talk about it. We'll see you in the next one.